Joining us now is Ralph Collins, and we met through social media. What an extraordinary adventure he has had, and I'm happy to have him here on set. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good. So I was laughing with you because when we first connected through Instagram, I didn't think that you were real.
Yeah, that's true. Many people say that, but
here
I am.
Real. But here you are. Now, one of the reasons is because I thought you had photoshopped yourself with the Pope.
So many people say that, but like...
It happened.
It's a true story.
It's a true story.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. How did you get to present your watch?
Well, it's been a journey. It's been a 2-year-long journey. I've actually connected with a friend of mine who is a priest in London, and he got in touch with Vatican and said this is, that he has a friend who would like to build a special dedicated watch for the Pope himself. And we've been trying and sending them letters and phoning them, mailing them. And eventually they go back to us saying, okay, you're welcome to come to St. Peter's Square in Vaticano next Wednesday or something. It was really short notice.
Right.
Luckily, we've built the watch long before, so we were ready.
You were ready. You knew that in your heart it was going to happen.
It was a risk, but we all take risk in business, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
We do. So why watches? How did this start for you, Ralph? You and your brother, correct?
Yeah, well, me and my brother, we used to run a car customizing company for many years in London. Then we moved to Qatar in the Middle East. We've had our branch in Mauritius. So it's been really, and Miami in the States. So it's been really successful. We've had a lot of good clients. We worked with Akon, the Queen, Rita Ora, Simon Cowell. We've had a lot of high-end.
Wait, could you say that a little more slowly, Ralph? Because you're just like name dropping, like boom, and then boom, and then boom, and then boom.
So we've had a lot of connection with celebrities that came to our shops, and we've been doing a car customizing for them. And over all these years, we've been buying expensive and nice and luxury watches for ourselves because we've been lucky enough to start to make some money after a really, really bad childhood. So I noticed there's not many options of customizing within the watch industry. So we wanted to do something that hasn't been done before, and it's something I've always loved watches. I've always loved luxury items. I've always loved the lifestyle that comes with it. So that's how I got into the actual watchmaking.
And you weren't born into an elegant lifestyle at all?
No, I wasn't, no.
No, can we talk a little bit about your childhood? Because the path that you've taken is extraordinary, and I think it's really inspirational.
We did what we had to do with my brother. We were born in Poland, and my father, he was really really successful businessman. But at some point, obviously, he started using alcohol, and he split up with my mother. She left when I was 13. She moved to Italy, and she never called us back. So this was like a breaking point. And when I was 16, I moved to London.
On your own?
On my own, with £5 in my pocket.
With £5 in your pocket?
£5, yeah. And I spent it on the ferry for some potato chips, and that was it. And then I started working in the restaurant as a kitchen porter, as we say in the UK. And then over the next 2 or 3 years, I've started saving up some money, and me and my brother opened up the car customizing company. And we've started the car customizing company with £20 in our pocket. So because we spent it all on the rent, on making up the building, and then we realized we have £20 to our name. So we were just waiting for the first customer. And when the first customer came, we actually ruined his car.
No.
Yes, we did.
What happened?
We had no clue what we were doing.
Ralph, I'm only laughing because I've been there. I was doing frames, like framing people's artwork.
Yeah.
I was in college, I was in art school, and all of a sudden I went like this and the stitchery ripped. And I was like, oh, lucky for me. I called the lady and I was like crying. And I said, I am so sorry. I ripped this little like duck that you had made or whatever. And she says, oh, honey, that's okay. She goes, I just had something in a basket and I just decided to get it framed.
Lucky you.
Okay, how did you ruin this person's car?
Well, we didn't know how to take off the handles and then put them back on. So we took off the handles and we kind of glued them back on. And when the customer went to a gas station, he couldn't open the door. So he had to get out through the
window?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we became friends. Again, we became friends. We apologized. We made up for our mistakes, and then with every single car, as we moved on, we've learned how to do it, and then we became pretty successful. And we got our TV show that was going on for many years in Europe. That was quite successful
Yes,
too.
and tell us about the name of that show. Tell us about that
It
TV
was
show.
Collins Brothers' Wicked Vehicles. In the exact translation, it was about me and my brother doing the car customizing, but it's always about me and my brother arguing between each other, calling each other names, and like. So that was in our 20s, and now obviously we're in our 30s, so a little bit older, a little bit more mature, and we want to move on with our lives. Although the motoring business was a massive part of my life, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for
What's
that.
the most unique thing that you ever customized a car with? Like Elvis Presley. Do you know who Elvis Presley is? Okay.
I might be from Poland, but I know Elvis Presley.
Did you just roll your eyes at me, Ralph? Okay, all right, we're friends now. Come here. All right, shake it out. Okay. So anyway, but he had diamond dust in his car,
Yep.
right, in one of his cars. So what's the most unique thing that you
We've
ever put?
installed a Fabergé egg in the car.
You did?
Yes.
Beautiful.
That was in Poland, and the lady, she was a customer. She had everything gold plated, and the Fabergé egg. It was very expensive project. Very expensive project.
So now, because
Yeah.
of that love, you're artsy. You love art,
Yeah.
and that's about the watch, right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about the watches is with cars, whatever we imagined we could do, there was always an option to achieve it this way or another. With watches, if something doesn't fit like 0.001 millimeters, it means it doesn't fit at all.
Okay.
It means you have to go back to the drawing board and do it all over. But yeah, I enjoyed.
And now you have a wonderful family.
Oh yes.
And that's how I knew when I was able to see a picture of your family. That's how I knew that you didn't just Photoshop your picture with all these famous people, right?
No, I did not know.
And who are some of the other famous people that you've gifted a watch
From the
to?
watches,
Yes.
Al Pacino,
Yeah.
one of my favorite actors. We had opportunity to build a watch for him, and that was like a year ago. We met in London. Wonderful guy. Actually, like they say you should never meet your heroes, but from my experience, every single hero I've met so far. Actually, I met with Pope, and I wasn't as nervous as I
Okay.
was before meeting Al Pacino, because that was the Godfather I was about to see.
I'm like hearing the music. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
You are delightful. I am so glad we said yes to each other. I'm so happy. So you're visiting here. You'll be here in the States for a little while. You have
Yep.
some meetings.
Yes.
You're getting to see some sights. You brought one of your children here with you
Yes,
today.
he's behind the
So,
camera.
hi, good to see you. Hey. Such a beautiful journey.
Thank you so much.
How can people engage with you? You have your website ready if somebody wants to order a customized watch?
Yeah, we have it's called www.tismo.ch because we're based in Switzerland. That's where the watches are being built. And obviously through my social media, Ralph Collins, Instagram or Facebook. I don't do Snapchat. I don't do TikTok. I'm just too old for this.
I'm not good at that either. I try to get. I'm trying, but I'm better with Facebook and LinkedIn
I give up
and
trying.
Instagram.
Instagram is cool. Okay,
And I think that's how we met. I think we met through
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
It was because you had a blue check and I had a blue check, and then I thought, well, you kind of must be real.
I saw you.
So-
I noticed you in the comments section under Eric Roberts' posts.
Oh, I'm friends with Eric Roberts, and I know you are as well, right? He's going to be helping you with the watches.
He's a brand ambassador, so
Yes.
So we recorded like a little advert for the company. But he's such a great guy. Like him and Eliza, his wife, such a good people. Like I owe them a lot.
They are wonderful.
Yes.
And so that's what happened. You saw that I was friends with Eric, and you're
Yes.
like, oh, well, I'm glad. There you go.
Yeah.
Friends of a feather.
Small world.
I know, small world.
Small
and
world.
my grandparents are from Switzerland. So
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure that your watches are like just primo.
So I hope so.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Happiness to you.
Thank you likewise.
Hi. Yeah, that's it. You never know. And just give somebody the benefit of the doubt because it could end up being one of the most significant relationships in your life. I'm Donna Drake. I've been visiting with Ralph Collins, the watchmaker. Be well.